Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Angela here of course, and today I have day 17 of the Summer Simples, amazing collaboration put together by the lovely Rach and Bella Crafts. And yeah, we're coming to the end of this. There's just, I think, about 4 days after me. It ends on the 21st of July. So if you have not been around or missed any of the amazing creators that have put the most wonderful projects together, please go and have a look and support them. It really has been so inspirational and really encouraging. If you're in that crafting rut and you need a little bit of encouragement or inspiration, this is the collaboration for you. All right, so it is simple. We're putting simple things together. Yeah, and I'm here to share that with you. So yeah, today my partner is Boho Needs, so please go and have a look at what she's got to share with you as well. She makes those beautiful trims and everything, so yeah, go pop over there. All right, but we've gone through all these amazing people, and I have another sheet. This was page 2, so as you can see, we're coming to the end. All right, so enough of that. I'm not going to show you any pages or anything. If you know, you will have seen all of that, and there is a complete playlist. If you're not sure who's coming up or who you've missed, click on the link tree in the description box for any one of the videos that are taking part, or just put in the hashtag, which is Crafty Summer Simples, and all the videos will come up for this collaboration. All right, now I'm going to show you what I made today, and let me just grab it here. I've stuck it in my signature already, and we're going to make another one for the other signature that I'm working on. So this is what I'm doing today. It's a double belly band, and I've done this before, but it's a great one, a simple one, and really a good one if you're in that crafting rut. All right, so yeah, you can't go wrong with this. I've added something a little bit different in that I've put a tag in the back here as well. So we're going to do that. We've got a little tag on the front. So it's in a little pocket there. I've just made a little tag with a bunny and a flower on the scrap of paper, and I've backed it all onto recycled pasta box card. So that's going into that little pocket. I've used Rach's pages for this mostly, well, as a combo, but this is Rach's background paper. It looks a lot like that. And then these are 3 little tags in the front belly band. So I've got those 3 there. So cute. All right. These little short tags are amazing and great to use as writing space. Then I've got this background page of hers at the back here. So these are going to go in the front. I've added a little bit of sort of embellishments. Stuck using my fabric. I used this one. I love taking little pieces off and using them. And this is from my Country Retreat fabrics. I've just stuck laughter on there. And this beautiful background page with these flowers are what I use for this middle band. All right, so that's, I've put on some lace here, and then we have another part of this is the second part of the belly band for bigger pieces, and we've got that lovely image. Gosh, that just looks like a Cotswold house, doesn't it? Absolutely stunning, my dream house. And then I've got one of my envelopes here as well. I love that. Such beautiful country holiday destinations here. So those go into this part of the belly band over here. All right, so you can put lots of stuff in there. You can when you are sticking this part down, if you or the other, but this part particularly, if you're wanting to glue in the middle, it'll help anything from falling down. So just an idea, you know, just depends what it is that you want to put in there and how small those pieces are. All right, and then at the back here, I've got another tag from Rachel's page. I've just added a strip of that, which came from the top of this, I think. I quite fancied that, and yeah, recycled pasta box. All right, so yeah, I'm doing all the recycling bits in here today. So that's our little belly band, and I really love how that's turned out. Okay, so that's the one. Going to move that over there. I'm going to show you what you need. two pieces of paper that I'm using are these two. All right, so this, let's start with the base. This is going to be the base. It's one of my background pages. There are the measurements, 6 5/8 going that way, 8 1/4 inches that way. Alternatively, that's approximately, guys, 16.7 centimeters by 21. All right, so that's what you need for a base piece. I have folded it in half, so that is what you're going to do, fold it in half. All right, there we go. And then this lovely weathered wood page, also going to be folded in half, but you need to measure 4 3/8 of an inch that way, by 8 1/4 again. Okay, that amounts to 11 centimeters by 21. All right, folded in half. Okay, so that's there. And then it's just I've used bits and pieces from my scraps for the pockets, and we'll go through that with a few fussy cuts and a couple of die cuts and bits and bobs. For my tags, I've got different options here today. I've used this page of Rachel's, for, put it onto the recycle box. I've just added a strip of paper from one of the backgrounds to go across there, and just a die cut. So that's what I've done for the big tag we're going to put in the back. Then other scrappy bits I had, which came from her freebie, you can see, because I used some of the freebie. I just had these bits and I wanted to make thin tags, so I've done that. I thought that was cute. And then this is also from that freebie. You can see it all sort of fits together. So I think something like this. All right, so there we go. That's what I'm going to use for tags. And then I've just grabbed Rachel's 3 shorter tags, which had more pink and blue in them. So I've got those. All right, and then love this image. Oh my gosh, I can just see myself sitting there. A nice, it looks like a faux photograph, doesn't it? So there, I have put it onto, I think this was, I'm thinking apricot, but actually it's avocado. It's one of those days. And then I've just grabbed my other envelope with the lovely pinks, so that can all go in there. All right, so we're going to add that at the end. All right, so let's make a start. Right, so we're going to start with this piece. Let's start with this piece, because I'm just going to take my glue stick. Now guys, use any glue, you don't have to use glue stick, but this will work fine for this. Right, so that's that. I'm going to make that the front. I do need to trim these two just a little bit. Perhaps we should do that now. All right, so because my page, and I'm going to just grab the page here. So here's the page, yeah? This is where I'm going to stick this one on this signature. This is the length of the page. All right, so if you're using a US letter size, you don't need to do any trimming, because yours is 8 1/2 inches and this is 8 1/4. So I just want to take off a little bit at the top there, just so that I can fit my tag in, and it can not stick out completely too much out the top of the journal. All right, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to put the both of them together. I really am not going to be taking much, like 1/4 inch really. And I want to just do that across both so that they're the same length. All right, and then we can just use our ink, and I'm going to just put them together, because where this one is, that one is it's over that one, so it makes a difference. There we go. So there's our little distress edge. Okay, so I've done that. Right, now we'll come back to that, because that's going to be possibly the last area that we do. I wanted to sort of put some decorative bits on here. So what I've got is, I'm trying to pick it up, I've got a little pocket here. Now I've used this from Rachel's freebie, which was perfect for this. And the measurements for this are 5 by 9 centimeters. That's 2 inches by 3 1/2 inches. Okay, so we're going to put that over here. Yeah, about an inch from the top, more or less. Okay, so we're going to, I'm not going to glue this down, however you can. I'm going to stitch mine down, but please guys, you can just glue it on the edges there, but I do want to put some decorative bits on here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you don't have to sew guys, not everyone has a machine, I appreciate that, but you know, it's just a style feature I like. Right, I want to just, this is the kind of point that you want to do to make a really narrow edge of glue if you're gluing, but I just want to get that in place. So let's just do that. Right, so about an inch from the top, there or thereabouts. And as you can see, it's just fractionally narrower than this base piece. I can't see where I've put the glue now. And failing that, I'll just use my clips. All right, so what I want to do is I want to put my Tweety bird. I've got my little bird cut out here. I love cutting these out. This is from Rachel's, one of her fussy cuts, and it just is perfect for this. And then I've just got a little die cut, which is in this soft, this is called chiffon, I think, for the basil paper. Just cut out one of those. And I'm going to stick on a little daisy from my Ultimate Bundle freebies. Right, so we just get some glue on there. And then on the base, I've got this little fussy cut. I think that one's from mine. I've taken one of my words, I've trimmed it a little bit, put on this fabric onto this one, and got two little die cuts. Now guys, remember, you don't have to use die cuts if you don't have a machine. You can fussy cut out flowers and anything really. Trim that off, but I want to just see how I want it at this point. So I just wanted a bit of pink and a bit of blue over there, and I want to get that sort of over there. All right, so this, now that it has decided to stick, needs to move up fractionally. This is why it's always good to stick down pockets and things at the end so that you can see where you want to put it. Right, and I think I will just get a little clip just so that I know when I stitch it where to put it. So it's going to be there, and then I can move these up ever so slightly. All right, and that's going to go on there. So let's start with this one. All right, and then just this little hydrangea in a teacup, or one of my fussy cuts, I think. In the end, you don't know whose is what. It doesn't matter. And that's good to get stitched just on those three sides there. And then what I'm going to do as well is, this is our pocket for the bit behind in there, and that's going to go on there. So all I need to do now is I want to stitch lace down the side. So I'm going to, you can glue the lace guys, you don't have to stitch it. This bit's open, we've just folded it in half. You might want to, well, if you're gluing, close the base and the side, and then glue this behind. All right, but as I'm stitching, I'm going to put that behind and stitch down there, go across, and then put some more up the other side. All right, and I will also stitch that down before I stick it on there. All right, let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've just stitched around there, but as I say, glue with a fine point would work perfectly fine. And then I've just stitched the lace on over there on each side, and I've kept the top open because that's where our tag's going to go. All right, so that's what we've got. we are now going to stick those two together, and that's how you get a double belly band. But I want to just take my book page here and my Victorian velvet. I want to just put a little bit of a pattern with a stencil over here. Just having a little think to myself. I'm going to change it and put some blue at the bottom. So I've got the faded jeans. A little bit, just a little bit. Let's just brush it gently. I don't want it to be too dark. So we've got them blending into each other, which I quite like. Okie dokie. So we've got that sorted. Put that back in our drawer. Okay, and then all we want to do is, luckily there's nothing underneath here, so I'll leave them in place. So go and make sure that your pocket's at the top before you stick this down, ladies. And then I'm going to just take my fabric tack, double-sided tape, anything, and I'm going to give this a decent amount of glue. Right, so now let's just see. Don't want to stick the pages below, so I want to get that there and there. Right, start at the bottom, because remember you've got a little bit of a gap there so that your tag can go in. Alright, so you've stuck the base down. That's good. And then this little piece is going to go on the top. So again, oh, the sparrows are flying all around me. They're waiting for their breakfast. It is early. So a little bit of fabric glue. I'm not going to do it now because and just put it on there, squish it with your fingers, it'll harden and the lace won't unravel. All right, so we've got both of those in place, and you should really give it a few minutes to dry properly. And now we can put in the bits which I always find exciting. All right, so I've got these two, so that one there, and I'm going to put those into the base part like that. You can put them, I don't think they'll fit this way, it's too big, so that's why I'm doing it this way, which is you could put wider things in here as well. So I'm going to just put those two in there at the minute, and then these little cards, so we'll put this one there, that one, I want that one on the top. Oh no, that one on the top. Right, that one there, and then that one over the middle. And there we go. Right, last but not least, I did make this little card to slide in there. I want to just turn this quickly, it's easier. But I thought after I saw those two little bits lying around, I thought, no, these might actually look cuter and give it a little bit of difference. So I'm going to move them like that and stick those in there instead. Yeah, but that one would go in there as well, you know, either. And then this nice big one, we are going to get into that pocket there, like that. This one can go in here, I think. Right, it doesn't need to really, there's enough in here. Could keep it for something else, but there we go. All right, how pretty is that? So we've got that one. Let me just move this bit out the way. And we've got that one. Yeah. And that's our really simple but pretty, I think it looks so pretty, double belly band. And it looks like a really intricate, involved project, doesn't it? But it's not. All right, guys, go and give it a go. I look forward to seeing your makes in my Facebook group. So please pop on over if you're not a member, or if you are. Love to see what you are making with these kits for anybody's projects using the kit. That would be amazing. Stay well. I will see you again later in the week with another little project. Take good care of yourselves, and thank you so much for supporting everybody for this collaboration. We really do appreciate it. Hugs. Bye.